everyone, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Eorzea, the only Final Fantasy XIV newscast pod show that features us. Me, Debbie, and...
Me! Pyra! Oh gosh, why didn't yell? That was the intent. My voice just cracked in a weird way. Hello, happy Monday!
We're keeping it real here. This is not one of those fancy podcasts. This is us talking some Final Fantasy. How was your week? First orders, like, I hope everyone is dry and warm. How are you guys down in the States? I know there's a big storm right now. People are posting pictures of snow in my Discord and talking about it. How are you, and how are the rest of your kin?
Yeah, we got a lot of snow. Luckily, like, everybody is, it's been a lot. Everybody's healthy, happy, safe, warm, but clobbered. Like, this is probably one of the worst snowstorms I think I've ever seen in my life, where like within like 24 hours we got like well over 2 feet of snow, and so all of our streets were completely unplowed for like almost a day and a half. Having to go out and shovel your driveway like 6 times in a day, like the whole 9 yards. It's just
no. I do it 3 times most.
No, this was bad. I bought one of the last, they're called roof rakes. It's to help off your roof. Yeah, and I'm a homeowner now, so it's like I bought one of the last ones that they had in my area on Friday, and thank goodness, because like it is getting sketchy out there. Some people's roofs don't look too great after the snowstorm, so
I don't know. I was just like chilling with some YouTube in the background on my husband's YouTube, and it came across a compilation of people using those things, and they looked like a lot of fun to use because they've got like the slip and slide underneath, and the snow just slides off. Yeah.
Cool. I don't have the fun one with the slip and slide, but it is oddly very satisfying. But like, because of that plus the ground snow, I have snow up to the windows of my house. There's so much snow everywhere. It's nuts.
Yeah, so I mean, I hope everyone else is doing okay. Now, no areas are any areas like in danger right now, like widespread power outages and sub temperatures?
Yeah, so I know it's gonna get colder later in the week. I have heard of some areas going like out of power. Hopefully nothing too much. I know our friends down south are kind of experiencing way less snow, but more of a difficult time because they just don't have plows and like resources to clean up snow. But so far I haven't heard of anything crazy, which is good. I'll take some snow without people, getting hurt or going without power. Like, our lights flickered once yesterday, and we're like praying, like, no, it's too cold for that. But luckily, all went well.
Good. Do a lot of places there still have like above ground power lines? Like, I mean, here in like the subdivisions and stuff, like all our electricity is underground.
That sounds like a dream, and I've never seen that before, if I'm quite honest, besides maybe in cities, like in big cities. So, no, above ground, which is always the fear that a pole is going to crash, or a tree is going to crash on a pole. Yeah, but yeah,
I mean, my heart goes out to everyone affected by this. I hope you're safe and dry. To me, like, working in retail, especially in my previous job in retail management, the scariest part of an oncoming storm was the panic buying, where you'd go into a store and like everyone was rushing and grabbing things and like hogging everything and taking everything that anyone else might need because they might need it. And did you experience any panic buying, or were people generally calm about it?
Oh yeah, no, people do not stay calm here.
I thought you were gonna say something inspiring, like, oh yeah, no, I didn't see any of that.
No, it was a disaster. So we do a bulk wholesale run. Like there's some wholesale like grocery stores down here, and we'll usually stock up on that like once a month, just as a regular routine, like things that we use a lot of, so that we're not like, we're saving some money. And it happened to land on this past weekend where it's the storm, so we're like, well, we gotta go anyways, we're running out of stuff. And holy cow, were people just clearing shelves, and tons of people in line. Thank goodness for modern technology where you can like scan your items with your phone and then just walk out and show them the receipt on your phone, because it's like people were in line probably over half an hour just to cash out at the grocery store. And I went into a Home Depot to look for something that we needed at the house, and like people were getting like pallets of like ice melt. It was just nuts. It was chaos everywhere. Like more traffic than I've seen in like years. It was just nuts. Pure chaos.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you survived it. There's a lot going on right now. We're going to take one more minute to maybe make another announcement about some real life stuff that's going on. I know Pyra posted to your Discord earlier today. I wanted you to maybe speak to it because you're American. There's a lot of news, and it's very important for people to protect their peace. Which is why I try to avoid talking politics on my channels. But at the same time, like I don't make it a rule not to, because I think, like you may have said yourself, not talking helps the wrong people. So we're going to talk on that briefly. If it's trigger warning for you, it's just going to be a couple of minutes, and then we're going to get straight into the 14 news. But Pyra, is there anything you wanted to say?
Yeah, thank you first of all for holding the space, Debbie. I know it's been a wild, I mean, it has, like, to say it's only been like a month or so is like completely false. It's the state of things in the United States have just been getting insane with ICE, and just insane with, everything political, and it's been getting progressively harder and harder to like not weigh in on the topic, or at least acknowledge it. And first off, before I even like dive in deep, I will say, like, I am not personally somebody who has come across a lot of these instances that I'm seeing out in the world. I'm very privileged in that I could go on and on like the ways that I am privileged. Like, I'm very privileged that I'm seeing a lot of this stuff on social media and on the news, and then I can just log out. And that's kind of how it bleeds into my life, like, directly. But there is a lot of just craziness in the world. I wrote a blog post for work earlier. I work for a clothing company that is very much in the gaming and nerdy spaces. And one of the things that's been most wild between my work life and my personal life is I get to do fun stuff, like make YouTube videos all day and like do all these really great things. And then, I can go 1 minute doing really fun, cool things, and the next minute I'm looking at my phone and I'm seeing somebody being executed just for speaking. And it's a nuts, it's a whiplash. Like, the world that we're living in is getting increasingly scarier, and people matter. And the fact that this is still happening and these things are getting more and more like past things in history that I do not agree with or believe in or anything, is just, it's not okay. It is like the furthest thing from okay. And I'm also somebody who doesn't like to super preach, any type of politics on my channels. However, like, I feel like I'm a humanitarian at a minimum, and to not say anything about this to me also felt like a disservice to humans, to people, to my neighbors, to my communities, people I care about, even if I don't know who they are, like people who just deserve to be able to walk down the street and feel safe. And yeah, it's a lot of rambling. I know I'm not the most eloquent when it comes to speaking, especially when it's on a tough topic, but yeah, I think if nothing else, just I'm glad that I'm able to talk about these things. It is a privilege. I'm glad that I'm able to kind of feel these things out, and like it's it's a moment of grief, it's a moment of anger, it's a moment of disgust, and yeah, that's kind of, I don't even know what else to say about that besides that. Like, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm mad, I'm lost and don't know what to do, but at the same time, like, I don't want to just be quiet and let these things go by idly.
Yeah, and I think the important thing to keep in mind is that everyone, or a lot of people, especially people who play this game and in the 14 community, obviously feel the same way. We are that sort of people, and a lot of us are feeling those emotions right now and are not sure how to deal with it. Even people who don't live in the States, it's affecting everyone now. And yeah, Canada stands by people who defend others and who stand up for other people. So that's what side I'm on as well. So. Yeah, exactly. Like everyone's feeling it. So we just need to give ourselves and everyone else a little bit of extra love right now, and to not be afraid to say what needs to be said when it needs to be said. So.
Absolutely. I will say too, is like another closing thought with that I work in marketing professionally, and I'm on here, I'm online as we are as podcasters and content creators, and seeing comments come in through bigger social media channels. Everybody's scared right now, and I'm seeing it in many different flavors. I'm seeing people genuinely like terrified. I'm seeing people more angry or have a shorter fuse than normal, more irritated than I think maybe normally would be. A lot of the times it's with what happens from the government and what happens from the top down, and I'm seeing waves in just all aspects of online communities. And so I just encourage everybody to be a little bit more gentler with each other than you normally would. Like, in general, be a good person, but even if somebody maybe is a little like, they're being kind of a jerk or a little bit rude or short, like, also try to take the high road, take a moment, because I think a lot of people are acting ways that they maybe wouldn't if they weren't like under that pressure. Like, a lot of people might not know that what they're doing is just coming off a little bit more aggressive or a little bit more harsh, and not to, hold people accountable. do not refuse to hold them accountable, but just understand that everybody's kind of processing.
Exactly. There are some more important things going on in the world right now than how good your duty finder went. Yeah. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do have a bit of 14 news. So moving on to that. And again, you guys are free to carry on the conversation. We're happy to have it and host it. So let us know kind of if you're feeling that way in the comments below, and we'll respond to that as well. 14 news. Now, there is just a couple of things on the lodestone here, which I'm going to pull up. The big thing, of course, is the patch that's coming out tomorrow.
Tonight,
Do you remember when maintenance drops for the patch tonight? I think you made a YouTube video on it.
I did, and it would be so convenient if I remembered off the top of my head that what it is.
Okay.
I'm totally not looking right now at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. No, that's good to know. So you have to make sure you're out of the game by then. They'll kick you out. I can't imagine, because it's an off-cycle patch, like it's going to be very long. It's probably just 2 or 3 hours, right?
It's actually 6.
What?
6 hours. All world's maintenance.
God.
I know. It's kind of a lot.
Okay. We're going to talk about that in depth as our hot topic. So we'll go through and let you know what's coming out tonight and what to expect tomorrow. So moving on, there is a couple of art and video contest topics here for the fan fests that are coming out in Anaheim. The fan fest, that one in particular. There is an art contest in which you can enter illustrated works, screenshots, both unaltered and altered, and physical handcrafted works. And some of this is really cool, especially given that there's like a screenshot category. I think it opens it up for a lot of people to be able to participate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you click the links on the lodestone, it takes you to a screen here where it tells you the official rules. It allows you to see the categories, how you need to submit it. There's a form you need to fill out, a submission form. Again, this links it to your Square Enix profile, so they know exactly who you are and can verify you're a player of the game. You submit it, and then when did they say? Sometime in May? Oh, you have to submit before April 13th. But I think the drawing is May 1st. They will notify winners about May 1st. I knew it was May. So if you are part of the 175 finalists, you get your choice of in-game item. I'm partial to the Gala cap. I have one of those in game, and it actually the motion physics on it are really cool. It jumps and wiggles when you do. It's incredibly cool. I recommend that one. But they have a bunch of these other in-game items that they normally give for these contests, as well as 12 winners each receive the following: an art book signed by Yoshi, a gaming mouse pad signed by Yoshi, and a new in-game framers kit. This is kind of a in development art rendering of what it will look like in game. It specifies like it could be slightly different, but I mean that looks really cool. That looks So if you are pretty confident screenshotter, it might be worth entering, especially if you could be like one of 175 finalists. That's pretty good odds.
Yeah. It's wild too. Like, I do wonder how many people actually apply to these things. Like, you might have a good shot, because 175 isn't a lot in the whole community. However, I feel like not, how many people are truly going to apply that are going, so yeah, pretty neat.
And now the video contest, I think last FanFest, if I recall correctly, the theme was what your favorite zone was or your favorite place in game. This one is your favorite mount. So this one is a 30-second ad video for your favorite mount by utilizing in-game footage to tell us why this is your favorite, incentivizing other players to collect it.
Oh.
You may have up to one assistant to create the video. You can even hire someone to do it if you want.
That's funny.
Yeah. So you need to upload it to YouTube, and then it shows you what the requirements are for that. I was so wanting to enter this for last FanFest, and I had an idea and I'd scripted it out and everything, and then I just didn't have time to get it done. So I really want to do it this time. Really want to do it.
I know, me too. Like, I always forget to do these things, but especially because I'm going to FanFest this year, even though this has nothing to do with FanFest, I don't think. I really I want to do this.
Yeah. So again, it has the entry requirements, and it has pretty much the same list of rewards there. So this is in addition. So there's another 25 finalists that will get the in-game item, and then another 3 winners will receive the physical ones. So I mean, all in all, you have a pretty good chance to get something if you enter.
Yep.
And is that it? Yeah. That's kind of it for Lodestony stuff. That's it for Lodestony stuff. I have something else to share though. I have a community thing to share,
Ooh.
which I'm really super happy about here. Let's see. What am I even trying to do? I was like clicking on my screen to do something and I forgot midway what I was doing. Okay, hitting the community button. Here is Fruity Snacks, who had his Coral Reef Alliance charity stream yesterday. It was 12 hours-ish, 13 hours. And he managed to raise some money.
Nice.
So Fruity Snacks for his fishing stream earned $3,500 for the Coral Reef Alliance. So he's posted some screenshots to Bluesky, just confirming his donation, to let everyone know that the money went exactly where he said it was going to go. Yeah, it was an incredibly fun stream. I got to join it at the beginning for the fish train a little bit. I was kind of in the background, just following people, but not really committing. But he had Christy helping with that, and he did a housing tour with Denmo, McStrong Huge. And was just a good time, and I'm glad that they were able to raise that money and make that donation. God, I am a fan for all things fish. And I'm
a fishy fan.
That happened. I'm a fishy fan. I'm a fishy fan. So yeah, congratulations, Fruity Snacks, on getting to again use 14 to accomplish something good in the world and save some reef fish.
Listen, we needed that good news after the beginning. Talking about some real stuff. This is great.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. And he has meetups planned for the IRL event that 14 has. So if you have a chance to go tour an aquarium with him or something, like, absolutely. I would be all over that anyway. I'd be like, yeah, FanFest, whatever. I'm just going to go to the aquarium with Fruity and have a good time.
No, I need to know, is Fruity also like an expert in IRL fish or just in Eorzean fish?
Yes. No, he does fishing in all sorts of games, but he's also posted pictures of him fishing in real life. So he's just nice. A fishy guy. So.
That Fruity Snacks, he's a little fishy. Fishy guy.
But I think he does like computer programming IRL and was just recently laid off. But that was good news because now he has more time to do this. So, yeah. So congratulations to him. I mean, free login campaign is still going on. I think we mentioned that the last couple of weeks. If you have the opportunity, you're still looking to find out whether or not you want in on the game right now or whether you want to wait until closer to 8.0. Give it a try. See. Log in. You might find something you want to do and you'll stick with it until then, or you might decide that maybe you can wait. It's free. That's the name of it, is the free login campaign. It's free.
It's free. It's a great opportunity. I think we said it the past couple weeks, but if you have a friend that you're trying to get back into the game, try to get them caught up to speed or get them to try to come back over to the light side, we have cookies, then that's a good opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. That is until February 9th. So we're getting kind of close. We're getting kind of close. I couldn't think of what we weren't talking about. I couldn't find something not to talk about. So
we're talking about it all today.
We're talking about everything today. Listen, if you have a topic I even went to Reddit. I went to Final Fantasy XIV Reddit, and I'm like, I'll just check some posts. I'm sure to find something on there I don't want to talk about. But I guess maybe my answer is I don't want to talk about Final Fantasy XIV Reddit. You know, it is what it is. So our hot topic for today is the patch dropping tonight. We've already told you a date and time. Pyra now knows it off by heart, right?
Yep. Tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8. I was just at 8 a.m. Pacific. Wow, that's where my brain's at. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So when you log into the game after maintenance concludes, there's going to be a couple of new things to do. They've updated the special site with that information. You kind of have to scroll through to find what stuff is applicable. The patch 7.4 stuff has already come out with the last patch, and the patch 7.5 stuff or that sort of area is a little bit still to the future. We're looking at patch 7.4.1, which is a couple of very niche things here. I still, every time I see that, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to spend all that money to get that stuff. That stuff you can get now.
Yes, yeah. It'll come down in price. The raid
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will.
Into the raid tier bit.
Okay. Wait. What?
I don't know about you. I control, like, I did control F for fine and then did 7.41.
Did you?
That helped me. Yeah, that helped me get through it quicker. Like on your PC, like on your browser, just control F.
How did I scroll past it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just wanted to look at all the pretty pictures again. Weapon enhancement quest, Phantom Weapons. So we have the next stage of our relic weapon quest for Dawn Trail. They give us nothing. They don't tell us how this is going to happen. They don't tell us why. They don't tell what is expected of us. They just show us a picture of some pretty weapons here. With some, pretty nifty glow effects. Everything seems to have a slightly different glow effect color. There doesn't seem to be a lot of theme among them in terms of the special effects, at least. Then it switches automatically over to Geralt.
So you can never escape.
Yeah, right? He knows what he's done. He knows what he's done. So, Pyra, how far are you into the Dawn Trail relics, and are you looking forward to this, and what do you think the grind might be?
Yeah, so I right now am only doing my Black Mage one. I usually try to catch up like after the raid series so I have like, kind of spread out things to do. So I've already caught up. I will say some people in my static were thinking it's going to be Tombstone, like just I forget mathematics or mnemonics, whatever the
mnemonics.
Hooked
on mnemonics works.
Hooked on mnemonics. So at least folks in my circles think it's just going to be tomes. I don't know how I feel about that this way or that way, but yeah, I haven't been as excited with this one. I will say I think their execution has been really good, and I think I'm jaded because like the more caught up I get in Savage, like I'm, our group is doing well. Like this relic weapon isn't gonna be an increase for me, most likely. Like it's probably gonna be less, less item level than what I have already for I have like my upgraded tome weapon through just regular tombstone, so I'm not super excited in that way, but I'm excited to just kind of continue on with relics. How about you, Debbie?
Yeah, so I mean, I have oh god, I can't even remember now. I have like 10 or 12-ish of the first step weapon, and I have now 2 of the second step weapon. And the look of them has really impressed me. I don't know. I was expecting more from Manderville, so I was really kind of meh about them when I saw them. But these Dawn Trail ones are actually really nice. Really nice. I was taking some in-game footage of it when I acquired my Dragoon one the other day, and I was really impressed with it. So aesthetically, I think these ones are really nice. I think the step is going to be another grind. And I could be wrong. But here's why. So Yoshi P knew what he was doing back in Endwalker with the tombstones and got a lot of flack for it. And so now I think he wants to push it in the other direction and find out how much grind he can put into it before people start complaining equally. So that's my theory. I think this may even be a bigger grind than the light step. So I mean, we've had the first one, which was a candy collection, and we had the second one, which was a light grind. I would not be surprised if this was some sort of book or some sort of, something like that where you have to complete particular objectives in the world to get it. I don't, that's just my theory. I could be wrong, but that's my
You said books and I think I had a heart attack. Don't do that to me. I haven't even finished my book from A Realm Reborn. Literally, Thaumaturge or Black Mage. I don't even remember which. I think it had to be for Black Mage. I've never finished my books. I'm still stuck in A Realm Reborn with that because I could not. Oh, could not. I don't know what I would do if they gave us books again. I may cry.
Now, they have been pretty good at connecting it to the exploration zones. So there would have to be some way to make it equally obtainable through Occult Crescent because they want to keep people going back there. So there could be like critical engagement or that sort of thing, ulterior objectives or side objectives to be able to complete it. But I think he's gonna give us some sort of grind.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm curious. I'm excited to do it. I mean, I'm excited to do it more so, I think, because they're pretty. Like, I look at that Picto weapon, I'm like, ooh, that's a pretty paintbrush.
Yeah. Yeah, Briggs says there were some people complaining about the candies. The roulette grind seemed to be better received. Well, because that's more of people able to do the content while having some sort of agency over what they do to get it. Whereas the candies were very specifically, you have two options. You either do this grind in Occult Crescent or you do this grind in the world, but it's still like a random chance encounter. Whereas at least, like to your point, with the light grind, as long as you're doing qualifying content, regardless of what that is or how you do it, whether you go through roulette or whether you go through just queuing or whatever, you got something.
Yeah, that was kind of my gripe a little bit with the candies. Was like, I didn't even hate that as a concept, but it was just certain ones were so stingy. Like, I feel like maybe like increasing a little, like tweaking the formula on the back end a little bit, so it doesn't feel like you're spending 5, 6, 7 hours for a singular Jolly Rancher. Like that's where the glimmer of hope leads my eyes, Yoshi P. I don't want to spend 7 hours on one Jolly Rancher.
Listen, Pyra, you're being a hypocrite. Because just last week you were like, oh yeah, ARR had so much nostalgia for me because of the hours and hours and hours I spent grinding fates. And now you're like, oh no, those candies were way too stingy.
Listen. You know what that's called, Debbie? Stockholm Syndrome. That's all we had back then, and so I feel for it. And now I've flown too close to the sun. I know that there are better options available.
Oh, man. It's like, yeah, I loved the suffering back then when I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's just like, as an adult, but my father taught me how to change the oil in my car. And, you know, I say I love it. I'm glad I learned it. And if you asked me to do it right now, I'd say, ew, no, thank you. I'll pay someone else to do it.
Yeah, no, I misspoke there. What I meant when I said that queuing for it was that I differentiated the roulette as the one daily bonus and then queuing manually for it afterwards to grind it, which you could do, but you still had to you had to go through the roulette option.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will see. Likely as soon as the game goes down for maintenance, they'll release the patch notes, and then we'll know exactly what we're getting into.
Yeah.
With
so
that.
what's your final goal with relics? I know you said you had like at least 10 for the first step. Is your final goal to get all of them, or do you kind of like leave it at a certain number of like jobs or weapons or?
Yeah, no, my final goal for the past 3 expansions has been collecting them all. I think at the point in which they started to make that possible, like we're talking Shadowbringers and Endwalker and now Dawn Trail, it's possible to get all of them, and it's not too hard because the big grinds are just the one step. I've only gotten like 1 or 2 A Realm Reborn relics. And I just recently, like within the last 3 months, got my got one of my, oh god, I can't even remember all the steps to it. Got my stick to some sort of other step. Zeta, Alpha, Beta, I don't know. I turned in my book finally and
Nice.
got that up. So yeah, no, that's my goal is to get them all. It's going to take some time, but after you do the initial grinds, it's really just a tombstone farm. So it's not so bad at all.
That's true.
Why did that show up? I specifically searched for 741. Okay, the other grind, the other side of the coin, the other flip on this is the next world of Occult Crescent, or Cosmic Exploration.
I
My
mixed
god.
those two up too. I mixed
My
those two
god.
up too.
Okay. Those weapons look kind of cool.
They look so cool. It kind of reminds me of the Manderville relic weapons now that I look at them again. Remember they kind of had like
yeah,
they had like the, you know, little techie Solution 90 vibe. That's what these are giving.
Yeah. So let's click on this and see the screenshots they're providing now. These worlds.
Does this area remind you of somewhere, Debbie? Maybe I have to go a couple more images.
Okay.
They remind me of somewhere, and I want to know if I'm the only one. This one I think was a big one that reminded me of a certain place.
Are we talking like the floating city? No.
Not quite.
Are you leaning more into the reds?
It reminds me of, like, is it still Diadem?
Oh, the Diadem. Yeah.
My brain went like, oh, old Diadem. Like, I don't know why. There was a couple of these screenshots where I'm like, I just remember going and fighting Brachiosaurs in Diadem back in the day. Looking at these screenshots.
Okay. Oh,
I don't think it's linked, but that's where it got me.
No, that's fair. I didn't do the original Diadem. I just did it after they remade it, so.
Gotcha.
Look at that. That's a mount.
That's a mount.
That's a spacesuit. They've got sci-fi in my fantasy game.
Sci-fantasy.
Sci-fantasy. Okay, so be truthful now. How much of How much of cosmic exploration have you gone through?
Hold on, I'll just see myself out. I went in the first 2 weeks that the content was live, and that's about it. If I'm honest, I haven't touched it since we were first on the moon. How about you, Debbie?
I've been to the second planet. It's a bit of a disgrace, yeah. I haven't actually done much there after the moon. I completed all of those quests. When the last world dropped, I got to that world. Went, oh, this is nice, and then never went back. So.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone, but it's also like it sucks because I feel like I don't want to fully discourage people who are into crafting and gathering, because that's not me. That'll never be me. At one point that was kind of me, and once they changed the crafting and gathering, like it didn't feel like something that I wanted to pick back up and relearn really well. So like I do it as a basic thing, but not much. So I will say for me, it didn't hold my interest. Not at all.
Zom says Fena was a lot quicker to complete than the moon. That's good. So if I do get a chance to catch up here, it won't take forever. I loved the idea of the content. There's nothing wrong with the cosmic exploration. I enjoy it. I enjoy the theme. I enjoyed the kind of like evolution of it, like with the firmament, how they were evolving that, and you got to be part of it. I really do enjoy that content. I just think it got lost in everything else. And as someone who plays a bit more casually, I just never found the time. It's not that I didn't go back because it was some specific conflict with the content. It's just I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, I will say on the other hand too, something that I know that they're definitely trying a lot in Dawn Trail is like their content cadence, I guess, like trying to figure out when to release certain things. And as someone who's a raider who, does a lot of Savage content, on schedule, on kind of content, they just keep releasing this at the worst times. It's like, even if I wanted to get into this, I'm like deep into Savage season right now. Like, I'm not going to jump into this. And then by the time I do, a lot of people will probably be done with the content by then. So I feel like there's still some hiccups in the road when it comes to like when to like release batches of content, because you also want to make sure it's available for the people who aren't into raiding. And who just want this kind of content. Like, it needs to be available for them too. But I do find it a little difficult. Like you said, it felt like it got lost. And I think some of that is just like it's competing with a lot of different types of content kind of within the same rough time.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm at this crossroads where I'm trying to figure out, like, is this a me problem or is this kind of universal? But like, time is going so quickly, and there was so much even within the last 6 months to 8 months that Yoshi P was really proud of and released and wanted us to try. Pilgrim's Traverse, all of this content. And so I feel like it's very difficult in game right now for me to choose what I want to do, because on one hand, there's this feeling of FOMO, like you just said, that if I don't jump on this content as soon as it's released, then I might miss out. I might miss the progress. I might miss having the large number of people around to support it and help it and get it done faster. But on the other hand, you kind of feel bad trying to choose something, because like with a finite number of hours to play a day, you're missing out on something. And making those decisions on what it is you want to prioritize for me is really tough. is really tough.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel you there where we went from like Dawn Trail came out, there's a lot of things to do, and then there was like a drought, and then it's been nothing but just like constant content, I feel like, for a lot of folks. And it's just like keeping up with 100% of everything will never be possible, but it has definitely felt more harder. And maybe that's, like you said, maybe it's a personal problem. I don't know. Like, even if you're watching this in the future, let us know if we're the problem, or if there's a lot of content and you're struggling to catch up.
Right. Because I mean, the hard part is we've been playing this game, as we said before, like for a very long time, and this is the first expansion I felt this way, where I felt like I couldn't keep up with everything that was going on. This is the first time in 12 years I felt this way. But again, this is the oldest I've ever been in 12 years. So is it just that I'm getting older and time is going faster for me and I feel like I don't have the spare time that I used to? Which again could be true. So yeah, let us know. Is this an us thing because we're getting old and we're not adapting very well to modern times and the rush of the world? Or is maybe the content schedule is a little bit packed this time, probably as an apology to Endwalker and everything we were asking for then, but maybe they could have spaced it out a little bit more.
Definitely. I will say too, I'm glad the way you just phrased it, because it brings me back to Yoshi P's New Year's letter and how specifically he was keying in on the fact that, times are changing, people are growing up with the game, you know what I mean? And I think we're good case examples. I started this game 11 years ago this past weekend. I was in my early 20s. I'm no longer in my early 20s. And so I think going into the new year, going into the new expansion, they're really thinking about like how people's lives are different and how, I think, like, maybe this is a selfish thought, but I think they're definitely thinking of people like us who, we have full-time jobs, we have commitments. I know not for us specifically, but a lot of people in our age range do have children now. And so like, how can people juggle a game that they love after so long with being an adult, being alive, like figuring out all those things? So I wouldn't doubt if that's kind of like part of their thought process going into the new year and the new expansion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the other part of me is like, okay, well, maybe they're getting all this stuff out because there's going to be a slightly longer than average wait between the fan fests and the actual release of 8.0, which people are theorizing because of how far out we seem to be from the new expansion at this point in time. But there's still a lot of content lined up to come out. As we just saw scrolling through the special sites, like not only is there more of 7.4, including the new variant dungeon, but there's also all of 7.5, including Beastmaster and everything. Yeah. So it's not like, okay, well, this is setting us up so we can kind of coast through a long wait between the end of 7 and the beginning of 8.0. But there still seems like, even if that is longer than average, like an abnormal amount of stuff to keep us busy in the meantime. So.
Definitely. And I wonder how it holds up to, like, we don't know when the next expansion is coming out yet. We have like few more months, like 3 more months. We'll know when roughly it's coming out. And I wonder, will it hold us over till then? Will we be complaining about this in 9 months or however many months it is? Maybe not, maybe so. So it is curious. Definitely.
Yeah, no, so of the 2 things that are coming out tomorrow, you've already said it, but maybe reiterate if you feel the need. Are you going to be diving into any of this, or are you kind of just locked on Savage at the moment?
I would say I'm definitely going to check out the relic stage of the weapons. I'm mostly curious to just figure out what it is. and then I'll figure out from there. I'll definitely start it tomorrow. I know I don't need the weapon as far as like best in slot. However, I do like getting my black mage weapon first, no matter what, because I'm a black mage main. So I'll definitely check this out tomorrow or at minimum Wednesday. And yeah, I think the, and I almost just called it Occult Crescent 2. I think the Cosmic Exploration is probably going to be a back burner thing for me, because I'm not up to date with it, and honestly, I think I would rush it in a way that at that point I would rather not do it, and I would rather hold it off and do it another time. How about you, Debbie?
That's legit. Yeah. Again, the relic is probably my preference. I want to go back to Occult Crescent because the last patch they brought out 3 new jobs, and I haven't even tried those new jobs yet.
Yeah, same.
Like, again, this is so unfair. So I've got a lot more of Occult Crescent to do, and jumping in when the new relic is released is the easiest way to go into those zones and know they're always hopping, know that there's a lot of people there, a lot going on. So I love that part of it, and I probably will get into that. Though at the same time, I feel like I'm unfairly neglecting Cosmic Exploration, where it did nothing wrong. Like, hashtag Cosmic Exploration did nothing wrong. I just don't know where I'm gonna fit it in right now. How dare he make me choose?
Yoshi!
Yoshi! And then, like, as soon as the variant dungeon comes down, I'm super excited for that. So I know I'm going to be dropping everything to go to that. And we're eating good. We're eating good.
We're eating good.
Dawn Trail may not have been everyone's favorite expansion for the story itself, but my god, if this isn't like the top expansion for the variety and depth and quality of content in the patches, well then I don't even know this game anymore. I just don't know anything if that's not true, because there's just so much going on.
There really is. It, like I said, for me, Savage is still like, because I'm in like definitely above casual, but like on the lower end of like a mid-core static, and like we have plenty of Savage to go, so it's like that already fills like a lot of my time right now, because yeah, sure, the world firsters got their fill within week 1, couple days, and like, yep, done, did all that stuff. But for myself, like I have plenty of content to make my way through, for sure.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely fair. So I mean, shout out to all those streamers who are still saying, oh, well, I wish there was more to do. I blame you for all of this. I hope you're enjoying the fact that you don't have to get creative with things you want to stream in the game. Wow, okay, maybe that was too much, but you know.
It's like being at a buffet and your eyes are hungrier than your stomach, and then you sit down and then you're like, I regret all of my choices, but I have to eat it, because if not, I feel like a jerk. So that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to logging in, seeing what the weapons look like, getting my first one. I was not fast the last step getting it completed for the relic, so if it's any sort of grind like the last couple, I know I'm not going to be getting a weapon like the first day. it's not on the agenda. So however that looks like, I'm going to enjoy going into Occult Crescent and trying out those new jobs and making some progress there, because I still haven't accomplished all of those goals. So what are you up to this week? Where can people find you? What is going on?
Great question. So this week, doing a lot of Savage, as I said. My group is making its way. I think we're about almost halfway through M11S, so you can catch us live on YouTube and Twitch. I'll pretty much be streaming all week. I did have to cancel my megathon that was supposed to be yesterday due to the snow, but we're coming up in a couple weeks. We pushed it off a couple weeks, so yeah, pretty much just catch me on socials. I'll be doing a bunch of just hangout stuff this week and weekend. I got a lot of just 14 and filling extra spare time with kind of what do the kids call it these days? Party slop, I guess.
What? I thought you were gonna say Fez.
No,
that one. Yeah.
Is it party slop? I think my coworker introduced me to that term, which it's like party games, but it's like for the sake of just chaos. So we've been playing RV There Yet lately, which is just a 4-person nonsense. Like there's an objective, but it's like meh, kind of. So yeah, just filling a little gaps for some casual things to break from reality.
No, you know what? That's fair. That's completely fair. I was totally tempted the other day to download, what is it, like Tavern Tycoon. Just for that, like, let's just check out entirely for an evening and not even think about anything. Yeah.
Totally valid. What are you doing this week, Debbie?
So to those who know, to those who don't know, I finalized a bit of a stream schedule for myself for the foreseeable future. So unfortunately, I am cutting down a couple of days of live streaming, but fortunately, that time should be going into me working once again on YouTube videos and guide content and that sort of stuff. So that is my goal. I've posted my new schedule to Twitch and to Discord, so people can check it out there. I'm streaming Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays a variety day, and then this Monday podcast isn't going anywhere, so you can check me out on those days. I don't know what I'm going to do in game. I suppose on Thursday it will be Occult Crescent stuff, so if anyone wants to join me, that's what we'll do. Friday is map night, and Saturday is variety. Right now I'm playing through Octopath 0, and I'm almost done with that. An impressive game. I think this is the Octopath I'm going to beat. I've played the other two and just, like, got halfway through and stopped. But this is the one I'm yeah. My recovery is going. It's going. See, I have a wrist. Yeah. The major problems I'm dealing with right now are, of course, like tenderness and stiffness and loss of muscle mass, so carrying things is very difficult. So the pain is significantly reduced from what it was, but I'm still, just gradually getting back into what I could do before. So I'm still kind of taking it easy, and again, my schedule was meant to facilitate me taking some extra time and resting it instead of spending all day at the computer. So that's what I'm up to. Yeah, any parting words for today? I know it seems like it was a really weird stream, but I think we got to have some good chats, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I thank you for all of our good chats today. I think, it started off a little serious and we got to have fun, but I think if I have any kind of parting thoughts, it's just take care of yourselves and take care of each other. The world is continuing to be a crazier and crazier place, and I think leaning on the communities we love is more important than ever right now. So keep doing that and lean into the good folks in your life.
Absolutely. I believe 100% when I see large groups of Final Fantasy people in places like the events, the Gateway Fates, the fan fests, that we're all a heck of a lot of good people. Very empathetic people. We're a very close-knit community. And so, yeah, now we just have to be a little bit extra kind and gentle towards one another, like we said before. And just remember that everyone's going through it right now. The world is going through it right now. And not to sweat the small stuff. If it's not ultimately worth complaining about, just let's not complain. Let's reduce some of that noise and protect our peace just a little bit. Because it's so needed right now. Yeah.
Well
soon.
said, Debbie.
Okay, we are back next Monday, same time, same channel for more Final Fantasy XIV news. And if there's no news, we just make it up. We chat about the game in some fashion, in some way, probably talking about the patch. So we'll get our first impressions of that and anything else that comes down in the meantime. If you want to stay connected, you can stay connected with us on Bluesky, and we have a Discord. You can join the Discord. Debbie's New Year's resolution is to participate more in social media. Ironically enough, my goal is to participate more in social media.
Nice.
So we'll give that a try. So join us, comment, let us know how we did. If there's anything you want to see on this that we didn't include, let us know. We're always trying to improve, and we look forward to seeing everyone next week. Excited for the new Relic Steps. I'm trying to see the comments. Okay. Yeah. Thank you everyone for being here. Take care. Love yourself as much as you love others, and we'll see you all in game. Bye.
Bye.